Hello there, my name is Joe Robinson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this short video, we're going to talk about using the Mixolydian mode to play some soulful and smooth lead guitar. One of the top questions I'm asked by students is how do you get the fingerboard to open up? How do you play solos in a melodic and musical and expressive way over different chord changes? Well, I think that happens one step at a time, and an important step of the journey is getting comfortable with a few different modes that are quite distinct in their sound and flavor. And the Mixolydian mode is one of the more important modes. We're going to use this mode to play over dominant seventh chords. Before I continue, please do me a solid and hit that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps me spread this Mixolydian message to more musicians out there. So thank you. Now the Mixolydian mode is simply a major scale with a flat seventh. So we're going to learn this mode in the key of G, and the notes would be G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. So those are the same notes as the C major scale, and that is because G Mixolydian is the fifth mode of C major. But the most important thing is to learn how the mode sounds. And if we play a G seventh chord and play the mode over it, it's a distinct tonality. So let's take a listen to me playing some solos using the Mixolydian mode, and the chords underneath it are going to be G to F with a G in the bass, kind of repeating back and forth between that sound. That's a real Mixolydian G7th type tonality. Then we're going to a D minor 7 with an F with a G in the bass, just playing G Mixolydian over the whole thing. Let's take a listen. So let's go under the hood a little bit here and check out some ways to use the Mixolydian Mode. And if you want to download that backing track that you just heard, just head to my Guitar Synergy channel, click the link below, and you can download it completely for free. It's my Guitar Synergy channel, that's where you get the backing track. Now the way I would suggest you learn this mode is first in this position. Once you can play it like that, play it in thirds. And then play it in this position. And learn it in thirds. The great thing about this mode is because it features the same notes as C major, once you become really comfortable just playing the major scale, which happens to feature the same notes as the natural minor scale, these shapes and patterns on the guitar all kind of connect together. And we can't underestimate the power of muscle memory. So playing this scale over and over again and just getting really used to the way it sounds and the way it feels under your fingers is an important part of getting really comfortable with the fretboard, with the fingerboard, and allowing you to be a really confident improviser. So once you can play it in those two positions, you can work on connecting them like this. Basically playing the scale all over the fingerboard. And you can practice playing solos with the backing track on just one string, for example the B string. The E string. G string, well, I added the D string, that was cheating. But just taking one or two strings and getting used to playing all up and down the neck, this way, that way. So once you have that mode down, I'm going to show you a few little chromaticisms that I add very frequently just to spice up this sound a little. And this is all going to be applicable over a dominant 7th chord. So the first little chromaticism is the flat third, adding the B flat to the scale. It's going to sound like this. This is something I do all the time, kind of subconsciously now. It's almost like a piano player playing sound. It's almost something like Ray Charles might do. Okay, so the flat third, the B flat. Another great sound is the flat 5. It is this sound. And the flat 5 is the C sharp, or the D flat, of course. So we have the flat third being added, and the flat 5th. Another great note is the natural 7th in addition to the flat 7th, so going down chromatically from the G, and this really gives us the bebop dominant scale, which sounds like this. That's a great sound, and it's a really nice way to get some of those chromatic lines to really flow and still just have that distinct dominant 7th sound. So if we wanted to use the Mixolydian mode to solo over a blues progression, we could play the G Mixolydian mode over the G chord, the 1 chord. We could play the C Mixolydian mode over the C chord, the 4 chord. And we can play the D Mixolydian mode over the D chord, or the 5 chord. And it would sound like this. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, D, 4. To the C. To G. To D. C. G. G. To C, G, to D, to C, G, something like that. So that's one way we can use the Mixolydian mode in a blues. If we were playing over a song like Sweet Georgia Brown, which in the key of G goes down to E, to A, to D, to G. Over that E, we could play E Mixolydian mode. Over the A, we could play A Mixolydian mode. And over the D, we can play D Mixolydian mode. And over the G, we can play G major. So this is a way of playing over the changes, just using that one mode, moving between the chords. So that would sound like, I'll slow it down a little bit. E, A, D, G, E, A, D, G. So, as you can tell, I've been practicing this mode a lot and playing this mode a lot, so I've gotten really comfortable with it, and it takes a lot of practice and a lot of hours to become fluid at improvising, and the best way I know how to do it is to get really comfortable playing the scalar mode all over the fretboard, and then practicing a lot and experimenting with trying to get your phrasing to be more dynamic, have accents in certain spots to be more melodic, have, you know, just kind of hear the melody in your head as you're playing it, almost like, you know, you're kind of scat singing through your guitar or whatever instrument you're playing. And yeah, just getting really used to the sound and the tonality of the mode or scale you're practicing, and play along to a lot of music, to a lot of, you know, backing tracks are really great. The best way to get comfortable is to play with other people, but you can learn a lot from just practicing with backing tracks and trying to come up with your own cool phrases using these tonalities. So I hope that was a helpful lesson. Don't forget, you can download the backing track for free on my Guitar Synergy channel. Just click the link below, and please subscribe here to my YouTube channel if you'd like to see more videos, and if you'd like to be notified when I post a video, just ring the bell. Thank you very much for watching.